Welcome back to the Patrick O'Shea Road to the Show here at MLB 15. The show, we are here in St. Louis at Busch Stadium to take on the Cardinals. Patty hitting .207 with 3 bombs so far in the season. Digs in the top of the first. 1 on, 2 outs, 0-1 count. Here it comes. And Patty takes it up the middle for a base knock. Little single in the top half of the first. Patty hitting cleanup. Moves the runner over. But once again, Patty, a 1-for. Goes 1-for-4 on the day. Braves drop the game. Teheran gets the loss. Wainwright gets the win. 6-2, Cardinals win. 1-for-4 for Patty. Now another game against the Cardinals, where his only thing he does comes in the top half of the ninth. 10-3, Cardinals in the lead. Full count on Patty. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, and Patty takes it in the right center gap that'll land in front of John Jay in center, as Patty's going to head into second, sliding. 1 run will score, but the second one is going to get thrown out at the plate as Yadier slaps on the tag, and that's how the ball game ends. As once again, Patty has an offer, and I'll pick things up at Camden Yards, which, by the way, is a beautiful ballpark. Been there a few times myself, in Baltimore, home of the Orioles. Speaking of AL East, I just got done watching that Yankees-Red Sox game, and boy, oh boy, it is now 3 o'clock in the morning, basically, and I am just getting started on these videos, so that is something that's not exactly good. So Patty O'Shea rips one into right field. That'll bounce off the right field wall. Ricochet to Adam Jones in center as Patty heads into third base, slides, and he is gunned down at third. So Patty gets credit for the double, but he gets gunned down at third base. So 1-for-2 on the day, time the top half of the 6th. 3-0 Orioles lead. Patty is 1-for-2. Top half of the 6th, 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 count. Here it comes as Patty goes up the middle. That's his second hit of the ball game. He's going to double and a single now against the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards. At Oriole Park, or is it? It's Oriole Park at Camden Yards, that's what it's called. Now top half of the 9th in the same game. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Facing Zach Britton, lefty on lefty action. The 1-1 as Patty goes into the right center gap that'll roll to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Will 3 runs score? Yes, they will. Not 3. What am I talking about? There's only 2 people on base. 2 runs will score as Patty picks up a triple and 2 RBIs. He was a home run away from the cycle, but he could not get it. Patty O'Shea is the player of the game, though. Patty O'Shea, the Irishman, picks up a double, a single, and a triple with a bit of RBIs. 2 RBIs on the day, 3 for 5, scored as well. Patty O'Shea, player of the game. We'll pick things up now in the city of brotherly love, a.k.a. the city of pegging cigarette letters at people, throwing beer cans at Santa Claus, and spitting in babies' faces. Philadelphia, as Patty takes up the center into center field, picks up a base knock, and yes, I just hated on Philly again. I know some of you guys are Phillies fans. I understand that all Philly fans are not like that, but the majority are, and I understand that you guys who aren't are going to be like, well, I'm not like that. It still doesn't make it any less fun to poke fun at the Philly fan base. Just like people poke fun at the Yankee fan base and the Red Sox fan base. Basically for the same reasons. Even though I'm not that obnoxious Yankee fan as you see Patty scores, it's still fun to poke at the fan base. As Patty with a 1-for against the Philadelphia Phillies. As they do pick up the win, Mike Minor picks up the win. Craig Kimbrell, who is now a San Diego Padre, picks up the save. And Patty O'Shea here at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia once again. Last month went .235 with 1 home run, 10 RBIs, and 85 at-bats. Patty O'Shea, the Irishman, the 18-year-old Irish kid transitioning to the big leagues, finally, as he got off, as you know, to a very, very slow start to his major league career as an 18-year-old. So now top half of the first against the Phillies, batting .211 so far in the season with 3 dingers. Runner on third, 2 outs, the 3-1 count. Here comes the pitch from Kevin Slowey. And that's going to be way outside as Patty O'Shea draws a 5-pitch walk. And he'll come up now. His second at bat, top half of the third. Runner on second, 1 out. Phillies up 1-0. Patty O'Shea digs in, 1-2. Here it comes from Slowey. You can kiss that one goodbye. Wreath Barley. Patty O'Shea into the right field seats. It's a 2-run shot, and the Braves have now made it a 2-1 Braves lead as Patty 2-run shot, 4-pitch at bat, solid contact, home run, picks up 2 RBIs. Braves now in the lead. So Patty comes up now in the top half of the 5th in his 3rd at-bat of the game. Technically his 2nd, since the first one doesn't register since it was a walk, but Braves still up 2-1. Runner on 2nd, 1 out. As Patty goes up the gut, the runner will round 3rd, head home. Patty will hold up at 1st, and the runner will score as Patty picks up his 3rd RBI of the day. And Patty would pick up 2 hits on the day. That would be all he would do, however, as he goes 2 for 3 on the day. Technically 2 for 4 if you want to count the at-bat, but basically technically 2 for 3. You know what I'm saying. He walked, picked up 3 RBIs, and now we're going to skip ahead a bit into a series against the Tampa Bay Rays. After we skip the rest of the Philly series, skipped a pitiful Miami series where we had hitless in all 4 games, and the San Fran series in San Fran wasn't exactly I didn't feel like showing that. But here we are in Tampa Bay, aka the land of cowbells and empty seats. Once again, I know they have a fan base. I know it is still fun to poke fun. But anyway, here, top of the 8th. Patty comes up and he draws a walk in the top half of the 8th in the first game of the series against the Tampa Bay Rays. And Patty is on first base now. What does Patty do when he's on first base? Braves up 3-1. He goes and swipes second base. Slides in, avoids the tag. Patty, yet again, comes up with a stolen base. And now Patty comes up in the top half of the 9th. The base is loaded to 3-1. Braves lead. 2 outs. Can Patty do what Patty hasn't done yet? The first pitch of the at-bat. It's a no-doubt shot. A wreath ballet. Patty O'Shea. Grand salami. Grand slam for Patty O'Shea, the Irishman. Takes it over the right field seats, and the Braves extend their lead even more. 4 RBIs for Patty O'Shea in his last at-bat of the game in the top half of the 9th. And even though he only had 1 hit, Patty O'Shea is the player of the game. And that will also wrap things up here for this episode 11 of the Patrick O'Shea Road to the Show. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.